Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noctastrum and this is Primordia. So, I don't really remember what I need to do, since I took a break for the holidays, but we'll figure it out.
I'm
Yeah,
not
boss.
here to steal parts.
Are you sure?
I'm not here to steal parts.
Are you sure?
I'm not here to steal parts.
Are you sure? Hi.
Excuse me. Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
What happened?
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged? Not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, me and what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk?
Yeah.
Want to know what I think? Metromind is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really. You, me, all these other machines grinding about. We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work. You
Excuse
again?
me?
What do you want?
Okay. How can I talk to Metromind?
Since you're so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Ha! Talk to Metromine. Look, Metromine has an entire city to run, but her eyes and ears are everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. It's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide?
Yes.
Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound. Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
My friend is curious about your helper.
She's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
When will the bridge be passable? Soon?
So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
Goodbye.
All storage bladders empty.
I guess that's a good thing?
I guess.
There's nothing worth bothering with.
Okay, a light. Can I use anything here? Let's see. What's here? Ooh, a building.
I'm pretty sure that wiring isn't up to code.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorbuilt at your service.
He's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Better, better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorbuild, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald built. Rex Oswald built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You
No.
can call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you described sounds like Scraper, Metromind's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropole as it once was.
The Knack Metromine seized it all, seized it, and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromind keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles.
Yes, megacycles, Ninny. CPU cycles, brain power. Kind of power she really wants. Her low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Ah, so that's why.
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromind, perhaps? Authoritative to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromind.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
Test me.
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What do I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Roger. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a Factor built or a Sternweiler built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous!
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler? Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex?
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more Factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen, which of the following statements about the probabilitist circle cannot possibly be true?
5 robots have linear processors. Wait, how many? 7 robots are there? I mean, then this can't be. Because there are less... Wait, how was it? Repeat it,
Can you
please.
repeat the question?
Indeed. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots...
7 robots.
The circle are gathered. Each robot is either a Factor-built
Factor
or
or
a
Stern.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a
Quad, linear,
I will
multi.
tell you 3 things about the first. There are more Factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen, which of the following statements about the probabilitist
5 robots have linear processors, that can be true then because those are factor. 5 robots have quad.
Could you repeat?
At the each robot is either a Factor-built or a
Yeah,
Sternweiler.
factor built or
And
Sternweiler.
moreover, Each robot is designed with
Well,
I'll
linear.
tell you three things. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler. Second, every linear-type robot was built.
Linear factor.
Sternweiler never.
Now listen, which is
Sternweiler never made quad. 5 robots have quad, that's impossible. Wait, no it's not. 4 robots have multiplex processor. 4 robots were built by Sternweiler. I mean... No, that can't be, because more factor than thing. Yeah, it is. There's 7 robots, and factor has more than Stern.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
the preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Could you repeat?
At the binomial biennial, 7 each robot.
Ah, okay, starts from the beginning.
Moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad core.
Quad, linear, multiplex.
First, there are more factor-built.
Yeah, more factor.
Every linear-type robot was
Linear is a factor.
never built a
Now, answer this. If exactly 2
Linear
factor-built
and
robots have the
quad
same
are
type-
factor.
Could you
Wait, what was the question?
First, second, fine.
Now, answer if exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following
One of the 7 robots have a quad core. 2 of the 7 robots have linear type processors. What was the question again? Okay, that's just so much information.
answer that if exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
2 factor will have the same type. 5 of the 7 robots were built by Factor. 4 of the 7 robots have multiple processors. 3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler. 2 of the 7 robots have linear type processors.
2 of the 7 robots have linear type processors.
Failure? Failure? Clearly, you are unfit to judge our case.
Fuck.
Now go bother someone else.
Didn't I need the right one here?
At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle. Each robot is either a factor-built and
Factor
moreover,
sum,
each
yeah.
robot is designed with either a quad core.
Quad, linear, or
I will
multiplex.
tell you 3 things. First, there are more factor.
More factor.
Every linear type robot was built.
Factor is linear.
Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad core.
Now listen, which of the following statements about the probability circle
Okay, 4 robots. 5 robots were built by Factor. No, 4 is somewhere that's impossible.
The preceding fact. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Oh, if 2 of them have the same. So I guess 4 of them that... 3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler.
3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Correct. Here is the third question.
I overcomplicated,
The
yeah.
facts are still unchanged. Which of the following types of processor architecture might you find in a probabilitist built by Sternweiler?
Only multiplex. Any of the 3 types. Only multiplex and linear type. Only quad and multiplex. Only multiplex. Because they did not make any
Only
quad.
multiplex.
Well, it seems we underestimated you, my friend. I'm uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. Please, take some time to consider, and let us know when you are ready to hear our arguments.
Nice! I actually persuaded them. I'm kind of proud of myself now. Okay, so... Leo Barter. Sensor plans. Rex lawsuit, designed by
Legal
Cornelius.
dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, factor built.
Assembly by Oswald. Concept to contemplation, 4 years. Design time, 1 year. Cornelius inventing new pneumatic drivetrain. Assembly includes many servos, waldos, and crankshafts. Cost of parts borne equally by both. Basic frame incorporates features of public domain model. Cornelius has several other well-known board designs. Oswald has not built any other What service factor for years? I'm ready to hear your arguments.
I'm ready to hear your arguments.
Excellent, excellent. My dear friend, this is not a difficult case. In the Primordium, it was once said, 10 people have 10 ideas and 20 idle hands. Wise Horatio. Long years have passed, but the principle remains true. Did Cornelius have the idea for my beloved Rex? I can see he did. But who built him with his own claws and tools? Who hammered and soldered and wired Rex? That would be my humble self. Wise Horatio, a robot's fabronymic has the suffix built, not designed. And Rex is Oswald built, no matter who designed him.
Okay.
He makes a good case, boss.
What
Yeah.
about you, Cornelius?
If you're so smart, you can figure this out for yourself. The question isn't what built Rex, but who built him. Your little friend there isn't named Hammer-built or Plasma Torch-built. You call him Horatio-built. Every robot uses tools to build. Oswald was merely a tool with tools. My vision was the creative force, and if you disagree, then you can go and rust in the rain.
What do you think, boss? Who gets to take credit?
Ooh, Vector, that's an interesting take there. I mean, yeah, Oswald built it, but
No one can take credit. Neither of you could have built Rex without the other. So neither of you can put your name on him. His name is Rex No-Built, version 1.
Outrageous!
Surely, sir, you have misspoken.
No, I have not. In any case, Rex is his own robot. He can make up his own mind.
What fools we were to accept his judgment.
Indeed. Wait!
yeah, neither of them really deserve it.
Well, boss, hats off to you.
I have a hat. Okay, this was an easy question in the end. Ooh, a sad robot.
I am waiting.
Gotta find a way to clear the line to get into the courthouse. Because honestly, I refuse to wait in line. Not even for a power core. Not even for a gynoid. Well, maybe for a gynoid.
Anything here? No?
Bus stop. Buses run every 10 minutes. 10 is crossed out and 30 is written below it. 30 is crossed out and 60 is written below it. 60 is crossed out and daily is written below it.
Daily minutes? That doesn't make sense.
If it makes you feel better, daily is crossed out and service suspended is written below it.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
For what?
My bus.
I'm pretty sure the bus isn't coming.
It will come.
Your bus is a burning wreck about 2 blocks from here.
It will come. I must go home. Metromind will take me home. I am waiting.
This is just so sad.
I am waiting.
Yeah, nothing can change his mind. He still has hope that the boss will come one day. But it won't ever.
I am waiting. I am.
Well, happy waiting, I guess.
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
Huh.
Excuse me.
Sir, my apologies, sir. 187th Legion built. Surly Company, reporting.
Horatio No-Built, version 5. A pleasure.
Horatio Null-built, sir? Never heard of any service bot with that designation. Still, it's good to see another Urbanian, sir. After things got foobarred back home, I figured Surly Company was all that was left.
Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Assad. Finally made a friendly and he's as chronic as Primer.
What?
No offense, sir, just hoped. Well, never mind that. How can I assist you, sir?
So the company.
Surly Company. Urbanian. What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I'm not sure quite where to start. I had you figured for one of us, seeing as how you came up as a friendly on my IFF.
I could see you as a member of Surly Company, boss, but as friendly? Nah.
Zumi's got some mouth on him, huh, sir? Always do those flyboys.
Look, why don't you just give me a quick rundown?
Well, sir, can't see the harm, even if you are a decoy. War's over, after all. It was over before Surly Company even deployed. See, we're Urbanian robots. A long time back, Urbani and Metropole got to fighting over something. Who knows what. The Metropolitans fried their civilians, and Legion told us to strike back. Word was, some big airship of ours was supposed to knock out Metropole's defenses, and we just come in for mop-up. But the Metros took our ship down with their own heavy hitter, some giant named Goliath.
I see.
Anyway, Surly Company was all that was left, so we deployed 200 strong.
What happened then?
Well, it's a long march from Urbani, sir, and most of us broke down on the way. All said and done, the only ones who made it were me, 113th, and a signal bot we call Primer. The rest are all out there in the dunes somewhere.
I'm sorry.
War's war, sir. If it didn't crash hard, they wouldn't have built us in the first place.
If it makes you feel any better, Horatio cut a finger off a giant robot that I'm pretty sure was Goliath.
Well, sir, someone ought to stick a medal on your chest.
Why are you in line?
Seeing as how I'm on the outside now, sir, I figured I had to go pay restitution for shooting up the enemy HQ.
Enemy HQ?
Yes, sir. That big tower in the center of the city.
Okay, so why haven't you paid? It sounds like all of this happened a long time ago.
Years ago, sir. But the courthouse has been locked down the whole time. I figured they'll open it up eventually, and then I can clear my name.
What if it doesn't open?
Well, sir, I know all about hurry up and wait.
Can I try opening that door?
Belay that, sir. The authorities told me that no one goes in till the door opens on its own.
But aren't we on the same side?
Affirmative, sir. But since I'm on CivDiv now, my programming requires me to submit to the local authorities.
What happened to 113th and Primer?
After we got to Metropole, we tried to put up a fight, but couldn't do much. They fried 113th, and my rifles jammed. Primer surrendered on our behalf. After dressing us down, they took all my big guns and sold the 113th shell to some scrap dealer. Primer never was the same. He encrypted part of his own logic so he wouldn't have to think about losing the war any longer. Then, he disappeared beneath the city. And me, I came here.
How did the war end?
For Surly Company, it ended when we staggered in here and surrendered. Beyond that, sir, it's all above my pay grade. Truth is, sir, we never even knew what we were fighting for, let alone what the Metropolitans wanted. So I can't say for certain that Metropole won, but I'm pretty sure Urbani lost, what with all the civilians being dead and the army being beaten.
How do you know you even have to pay something?
This seems logical, sir.
What if I could pay your fine for you, or get it cancelled?
Well, sir, then I'd be much obliged, and I'd probably just leave town. Can't say that I'd much like being in enemy territory.
And how are we gonna do that, boss?
I'll figure something out. Goodbye.
Over and out, sir.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, I believe. Burn sensor.
The entire thing is fried. Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
Oh!
Please, for the love of Ram and Rom, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not.
Okay, that's
A
interesting.
universal interface plug. A pretty basic radio transmitter. By playing with the settings, I can send up to...
Do you want this hat maybe? Oh,
I'm not going to go around putting a hat on things for no reason.
I sure? Would be funny. Okay then, Horatio. And wait, that is all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and we will continue from here next time. We will explore more of... What is this place again? Metropole? Yeah, I see Metropole. Bye.